A break in an 11-year-old missing persons case now turned homicide in the Poconos.
A search in the backyard of a home in Wayne County provided the answers investigators needed on what happened to Stephen Lepore.
Newswatch 16's Melissa Steininger is here with what we learned today. Melissa.
Scott, Lisa, Stephen Lepore's family got the news that they have waited 11 years for. Lepore's remains have been found in Wayne County after more than a decade since he left his home and never returned. Excavators in the backyard of this home off Pete Road near Newfoundland uncovered the remains of Stephen Lepore, a break in the missing person case that investigators have waited 11 years for.
There are occasions, obviously, when we have some serious concerns that foul play was involved, and that was the case with Mr. Lepore.
Court paperwork shows that at the time he disappeared in 2012, Lepore may have been involved in a dispute over money with a man named Brian Hewson. Police say the remains of Lepore were found Wednesday in the backyard of a home owned by a relative of Hewson.
It wasn't a place that I had thought they were located, so whether they've been there the entire time or if they were moved from somewhere else, that's something that will be investigated.
As the search for Lepore quickly went cold, in 2015, police say an employee of Hewson came forward. He told police that Hewson cut a deal with him to kill Lepore because of that money dispute. But it wasn't until 8 years later that Hewson finally said where the body would be found.
So since that time, he claims to have not known what took place with as far as where the remains were placed, and it's only recently this week that we were able to discover where to search.
Investigators, including Pocono Mountain Regional Police Chief Chris Wagner, have worked on this case from the very beginning and say they're finally able to give Lepore's family the answers they've been waiting for.
Investigators never stop thinking about it. So even when the case runs cold, even when the tips stop coming in, even when there's no evidence to be found over the years, it's never truly out of your mind.
Brian Hewson is currently in custody in Florida on separate misdemeanor charges. As for his former employee who gave that tip, he is not in custody. Investigators say they do expect charges to be handed down in this case soon, but didn't say exactly when that could happen. Scott, Lisa?